Hey everybody, my name is David Campman and this is a new series that I'm going to be starting on the social media question of the day. So I get asked social media questions, or I just find a social media question that interests me online, and I like to respond when I can in the moment, on the tweet or the Facebook post, etc. But some questions just can't be answered in that little amount of time. So I'm starting this series to better answer the questions that come up. Okay? So I hope you really like this. And if you have your own questions, fire it out there, and maybe that will either become the question of the day the next day. So we'll see how that goes. But to start off with, what is the very first question of the day? Well, question of the day is, how do I get more Facebook event responses? Now, Facebook events is an awesomely powerful tool. Any of you that have used them or are running pages that use them in a little bit, or have an event coming up, you know that they're very, very, very powerful, because all you have to do is select that you're interested, and you're going to get reminders coming up. Anything that you post into the event, they will get a notification for. And if they have multiple friends that say they're interested, then even if they haven't even seen your event, they're going to be sent a notification by Facebook saying, hey, would you like to be going to this event? You might find it interesting. So a very useful tool from Facebook that they actually just created their own separate app for just recently on iOS. So very powerful. Now, if you're starting out with events and you haven't really done a lot of them, it doesn't seem as powerful because you haven't been able to build up this environment. Because one of the best ways to get people coming to your next event is take all of them that went to your previous events or said they were going to be at your previous events, they marked they were interested or going, and send them out a notification about your new event. You invite them to your next event. So it's like an email list. So you're found some interest from them, and so you just keep recycling it and growing that list essentially is what you're doing. That's a nice way, but if you're just starting out, that's not going to help you. So how can you do it if you're just starting out? Well, organically post it on your Facebook page. Share it and encourage more and more people to share it over and over again. Okay? That's a great way to get started if you can. Just like any Facebook post, try and beat that algorithm that Facebook has to try and, get more reach. Okay? Now, that might not be a great fix for you. So, ads are probably the way you might have to go. But you can do some little tweaks with the ads to get big impact. So the ad type, the objective that you're going to be using to get more Facebook events responses, is you're going to go in and say, I want to go in and, saw a comment there. Hi, how's it going? Not speaking Spanish, so I'm not sure what you're saying there 100%. I'll take a look at it later. But basically, with the Facebook ad for event responses, you go in and you say, instead of just using that generic picture that you put up at the top of your event, which probably isn't optimized best for an ad anyway, go in, make a custom video, a hype video. You can use anything from like Adobe Spark video to make it, or a professional editing program like Camtasia or Final Cut Pro or something like that, and make a hype video and make that be your centerpiece to get more responses, and it will work. If you target your audience right, you're going to get a lot of responses, and once you get them responding, now you have your list that you can continue to build on. Okay? Next thing, cross post. A lot of people are on Facebook. Yes. Billions of people are on Facebook, really. But not everybody is. And that might not be where they see your post. They might not see your event on there because there's a lot in there. So go onto Twitter, go onto Reddit, go onto Instagram, and talk about your event there. Invite people to come back to Facebook and get interested in your event. Because odds are, if they have a Reddit account, if they have an Instagram account, they might have a Facebook account too. And they will like your event, say they're interested. Okay? You can also then play into the ad area of those events. Go in and target with Twitter advertising, Instagram advertising, and really reach out and find, who is going to be really interested in your event, and make sure they see your post. Make sure they get it. Okay, that's a great way to reach people. So basically, you're just trying to play with the advertising platforms on all the different networks to get people back to your Facebook event, because none of them have events listed anywhere. So you got to go into the Facebook events to use that tool. Okay? So those are some easy tips to really expand what you can do with Facebook events to get more responses. All right, that's the question of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something and are going to knock out your events and really boost what you're getting for responses. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Another question of the day will come.